Hello everybody, Interi back again with another video. I just felt that I have to do a video about this Rafa Nadal shock loss to Nick Kyrgios. When I say shock loss, upset, this is not an upset, guys, because Nick Kyrgios has beaten Rafa Nadal before. I believe one time in Wimbledon 2014 and one time in I don't know which event, but I think in Canada a couple of years ago. I don't remember which year exactly. So this is not the first time that Nick Kyrgios is defeating Rafa Nadal. I think it is the third time. But what is special with this match, in my opinion, is that Rafa Nadal wasted 3 match points, people. Rafa Nadal choked. Can Rafa Nadal choke people? I never in my mind believed that Rafa Nadal can choke people. He had 3 match points. One of them he double faulted people. He double faulted. I have never seen Rafa Nadal waste a match point and double fault. Rafa Nadal, in general, he doesn't lose matches after having match points, people. This is, I believe, what I can remember. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. His third match in his career where he has match point and loses. One match I remember, it was against Davydenko in 2010 Doha final. Rafa Nadal had 1 match point there in the second set. Then another match, then Davydenko turned that around. He saved that match point. I believe Rafa had only 1 match point, and Davydenko then won that match in 3 sets. Then another match that I remember Rafa Nadal had a match point. It was in 2013 in Chile, in the final against a clay court, not a very known guy, Zeballos, I think his name is. Rafa just had come from injuries. He was not really super fresh, but he made the final because he is a clay court beast. But in the final he lost. Very surprisingly anyway, to lose to a I think Zeballos was at that time 73 ranked in the world or something like that. And Rafa had a match point, I believe, in the second set, if I'm not wrong, in a tiebreak there. And Rafa lost that match point. Zeballos saved that one and he turned that match around and then won the final in 3 sets. But what is special with this Nick Kyrgios match yesterday is that Rafa didn't choke against Davydenko, I believe. Davydenko won and saved that match point in 2010. And the same thing in 2013 against Zeballos in that Chile Open final in 2013. Zeballos, I think, saved that match point in the second set tiebreak. Here, guys. And the difference is that against Kyrgios, Rafa had 3 match points. Against Davydenko, he had 1. Against Zeballos, he had 1. Here, he had 3. It was, my God, it was like what Federer used to do, people. When Federer loses match points, Federer used to waste 2 or 3 match points when he loses. I remember against Del Potro last year when Federer had 3 match points. In that Indian Wells final, Federer clearly choked in that final because he had those match points in his own serve. And in my opinion, when you have match points in your own serve and you don't convert, especially if you have the good position to win those match points, but you miss, like Federer did against Del Potro last year in that Indian Wells final, then in my opinion you choke people. No doubt about that. The same happened to Rafa Nadal in this match against Nick Kyrgios. Rafa had 3 match points, and one of them, guys, he double faulted. If you don't call when a guy double fault in a match point to be choking, that I don't know what choking is, guys. You tell me. So, Rafa Nadal is human after all, guys. He can also lose matches after having match points. It is not the first time he is doing that. It is the 3rd time, what I can recall and remember. If you guys have more matches where Rafa has had match points and lost, you can write me and comment below, but I can remember only 3. Davydenko in 2010 in that Doha final, Zeballos in 2013 in that China Open final, and now against Nick Kyrgios. This is not a final, this was a 4th round, I believe. So this is a proof that even the great Rafa Nadal, who is one of the greatest mental beasts together with Novak Djokovic in my opinion, can also lose matches after having match points. And this is the worst I have ever seen him lose when having match point, guys, because this is the first time that I have ever seen him have 3 match points and don't convert any of them, and one of them he double faults. So clearly Rafa Nadal choked in this match against Nick Kyrgios, guys. I am personally surprised. I don't know if you guys are. This wasn't a shock to me that Rafa lost to Nick Kyrgios. I knew before that Rafa had a dangerous task in front of him against Nick Kyrgios, because Nick Kyrgios is a big match player. He isn't a guy who wins big tournaments. At least he has not won them yet. But he is a guy who defeats these 3 icons: Novak Djokovic, Rafa Nadal, and Roger Federer. He has defeated all of them 3. All of them he has defeated, guys. So and he has defeated them more than once. At least Djokovic and Nadal, he has defeated them more than once. I don't know if he has defeated Roger Federer more than once, but for sure he has defeated Roger Federer at least once, but maybe even more than once. So anyway, Rafa Nadal choked in this match, people. The loss itself was not shocking to me. It really was not. What was shocking to me is that Rafa wasted 3 match points, and one of them he wasted in his own serve where he double faulted, and that was a huge surprise for me. I don't know if it was a surprise for you, but you can tell me in the comment below if it was a surprise for you, but it for sure was for me. So people, that was my take on this Rafa Nadal surprising loss after wasting 3 match points. He definitely choked, and for me this is the first time that I have ever seen Rafa Nadal choke. Alright people, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, bye bye.